So I welcome you to lecture 6 on the Arctic oceanography. We talk about the Arctic Ocean. And if you just take a standard globe, so maybe you just get yourself a globe. Here the color looks a little bit weird of this. But anyway, what we discussed in the last lecture was actually Antarctic. Southern Ocean around Antarctica and Arctic oceanography, which is down here. You can see Antarctica. You already know about the Weddell Sea and the Ross Sea regions, and we're now talking about the Arctic Ocean up here. You already see the key difference, which is the Arctic Ocean is actually not a continent, it's an ocean. Okay? So all right, so today's lecture we start talking about, indeed we look at the bathymetry first, the bottom topography. Because you're just looking at the bathymetry, you can already guess what are the main connections to the ambient oceans. When we talk about the surface circulation, well, the Arctic Ocean is ice covered most of the time. Okay. How can you determine the surface circulation? So then I talk about the ice coverage, and we talk about Arctic bottom water formation of bottom water in the Arctic Ocean, and then actually the dense water overflow. This is the starting point. It's one branch of the formation of North Atlantic deep. And then we'll also talk about the recirculation of North Atlantic deep water and something which is called the Great Salinity Anomaly. So the Arctic Ocean actually belongs to a type of Mediterranean seas. It may be called the Arctic Mediterranean Sea, but with a look at the bottom topography, you actually will learn that it's also connected to the so-called Jin seas, the Greenland Island and Norwegian seas, that also have only a very, very shallow connection to the North Atlantic. And if I say very, very shallow, it's actually, well, not that shallow, but it's less than 1,000-meter water depth in the connections. Okay, and we talk about that, the Denmark Strait example. That's the main connection to the North Atlantic. So you might actually call the entire system the Arctic Jin Mediterranean Sea. Anyway, but we'll talk about that on the next slides. Okay, so let's get started.